entire industry, to grow, flourish, and certainly we can take this to a very, very next level. Thank you.
Thank you, Saurav. That was really good and inspiring. I'm sure all of us are taking our notes, and we will really, really work on whatever we are learning. Friends, I think people have already, they are all continuously voting, but I think Swami is emerging as the winner. So most of the people think that Swami is the most important thing, and that is what they want to be, and Amatya then, and then the Janapada. So keep voting, and let's see what happens to that. So that's there. And now we move to the one of the premium session, I will tell. Like this is a session which I was really looking forward to, and I think many of us were also looking forward to, especially with Rajesh there in the center, and Sanjeev ji, who is like again for niche marketing and for so many things, so many ideas. He's like a pioneer, not only for MFD industry, but I think for the whole of the India. And Kavita ji, I am not acquainted too much, but I am sure she's doing a phenomenal work in a city like Nasik, and in the little way, whatever she is doing, I think let's all listen, understand, and learn something, certain things about financial planning, especially how things are moving and how things can actually be taken forward. So looking forward to learn from you, all three of you, and over to you, Rajesh and Sanjeev ji and Kavita.
Thank you, Kanak. Good afternoon to all of you. Namaskar, namaskaram, vanakkam. I am very, very. I feel a lot of emotions because I have seen a lot of my friends speak today, and today being Teachers' Day, the day started with messaging and calling and surprising a few of my own teachers with videos to wish them on Teachers' Day. That is teacher in literal sense and real sense, because that's what we've experienced in school. At the same time, there are many inside this room who have been teachers to us at different points in our life. I always share that teaching and learning is always mutual. Some of them are very, very magnanimous in sharing that even though, we see some of us, some of you as students, we've also learned. And that's how we also learn, right? We learn from experiences, we share our experiences, and then there is shared learning, and there is also shared teaching. So I'm very, very glad to see all the sharing that is happening inside this room, and wonderful initiative, Connect. Thank you for having us. I'm going to speak much less after this, and I'm going to hand it over to two fantastic people that I've known in my life. Of course, ladies first, and Colonel Saab will say chivalry will never die. Kavita ji has been, for most of you, you might not have seen her speak before. I think Kavita ji has been a very, very silent person in our fraternity, but you would never realize the depth to which she holds the hands of some of her clients and does some work. And I thought those stories should come out, and might inspire all of us. I was inspired when she shared those with me over a message saying that I would like to share these. She is from Nasik, and Nasik is famous for the Nasik tikha, mirchi kind of stuff. But when you look at her, you will clearly see that she is a contrarian to what Nasik is famous for. Such a pleasant, smiling, lovely face and calm face. And that's how she handles the clients as well. Namaskar, Kavita.
Namaskar. Good afternoon, Rajesh sir, Colonel sir, and all the listeners. Today's topic of friend in need is friend indeed is truly special. One of the best qualities of a friend, in my opinion, is the ability to listen carefully with empathy and understanding, which is the most important skill I feel in our field of advice. Our profession is of doing good by doing well. And as a financial planner, we listen, we plan, and we build. And we are aware of our clients' overall financial situations and assist them in overcoming their financial biases, indiscipline, and incorrect informations. And as time passes, the sharing of those thoughts brings them closer to us as a friend. And here I want to share with you a real life experience of my client for whom I play a role as a strong supporter in building and protecting his finances. One of my clients, a senior manager of a very good company, arrived in 2005 with no savings. Slowly, I began to instill financial habits in him. He died of illnesses in 2010. His age at that time was 44 and leaving behind his wife 38 and two sons 11 and 5. Fortunately, I had planned his finances well with the basic foundation of Mediclaim, life cover and SIPs, which helped his wife to live with self-esteem and confidence. She was not aware of any money handling issues at that time. And the worst part was that her mother-in-law told her to leave the home in few days of her husband's demise. We made many difficult decisions together to keep her financially healthy, such as shift of city where her maternal family were stays, rental house, contingency funds, monthly fixed withdrawal for day-to-day of her and education funds for kids, all with keeping right allocation. She is also frugal with her money, and a regular review and sharing of thoughts with each other helped a lot. She is able to fulfill many responsibilities towards her children in over the last 11 years. Her son now has a job and things are much better than they were before.
Thank you, Kavita-ji. I mean, I was telling Kavita-ji that she can also share the verbatim dialogues, if at all, that they have spoken to her in chaste Marathi. It might not be easy for all of us to understand it, but I said you could definitely share that if you like it. But Kavita-ji, I mean, I thank you so much for sharing. We'll come back to you for more stories.
Yeah.
Let me get Colonel Saab in. Like all of you have, Colonel Saab needs no introduction, at least inside this room. And many times when I am in other forums with him, I say the same. So he is such a familiar person to all of us and such an inspiration. He tells me to call him Sanjeev, but I have got habituated to calling him Colonel Saab. So I'm sorry, Sanjeev, I can't keep that promise, but I will keep calling you Colonel Saab. One of the things, I really remember, I mean, our first meeting, and I was speaking to him. There is a special, there is a special affection, there is a special respect, something special in us when we meet somebody who is from the armed forces. That's a feeling that you don't have to, what do you say? You don't have to force it on you. The moment you talk about somebody who represents us, our country in the armed forces, you always see them as a Rakshak. Whatever they do, you don't even ask where you are, which battalion, what is your position, nothing. You just have to know that they are from the armed forces. For a person like Colonel Saab, I thought already the Rakshak factor comes in when his name is put in front of any client. But then I guess that for him, it's a bigger responsibility because, I've often heard him say, that now keeping that beyond just, the service to a nation, now you are going to do an individual service to certain people. There is a huge amount of responsibility that comes in. But that responsibility also may end up dragging you into situations where you got to go beyond just taking care of money matters. So, and it is but natural that we read it in news and we kind of, say, let's pay homage. But for Colonel Saab, he actually sees it. He experiences it, because when you read somebody who lost his life in a battle, when you read somebody who lost his life in a crash, these are clients or people who, in some form or the other, connect with Colonel Saab as a, or their family have connected with him for help. So I think, as much as I feel very sad when I listen to some of the experiences that he has shared, I feel that, it also equally inspires us to go beyond what is just written in our cards or just expected out of whoever regulates us. Colonel Saab, let me bring you in. Please share a couple of them before I can go back to Kavita ji.
Thank you very much, Rajesh ji. Our friendship, we know each other for at least 11 years now, and we know everything about each other. And Rajesh, you may not know, but you are one of the mentors that I have. So it is, silent mentors. I don't need to say anything beyond that. Now, coming to the questions that you asked, I remember one advertisement that used to be run on the TV. Now that advertisement it was a longish advertisement. It used to start off with, showing how an organization is laying out pipelines, supplying food to the needy, running schools, running hospitals and all that. And in the end, for about 2-3 seconds, a caption used to come. And we also make steel, Tata Steel. Right? I don't know how many of you remember that. Now that is what we financial advisors are. Actually, if I say very, very truthfully, when people come to us, and it is not merely, armed forces people, like you all know, we only deal with armed forces officers and their families. But others also, when they come, they don't really want only a financial advisor. They want a shoulder to lean on. They want somebody to validate what they have planned in their life. Somebody to tell them impartially, very, very impartially, if they are about to make a mistake, not always a financial mistake only. Somebody to tell them that, don't worry, nothing will and can go wrong. And apart from this, we say, okay, we also do investments and we'll get you some fair portfolio growth. If we are able to do this investment part, that is Sone Pe Suhaga. So ultimately, the client is looking at us to give him or her a feeling, hum hai na. So that is what the whole story of financial advisory is about. When we talk about whether we talk it in terms of financial plan or in investments, I don't see there is much of a difference between any. We might call it, very, very officially, we might call it, oh, we made a financial plan and then we've done the investment. But whenever we are going to do any investment, there is always a financial plan that is made. If it might not be made on paper or on computer, it's always made in the financial advisor's mind. I don't think I'm wrong when I say that, whether you are a MFD or you are a RIA or you are a hybrid, whatever it be. Right. Now, I have so many stories, and I have these stories all the time. Like I would narrate one story here. That was in 2014. Right? That was about 7 years back. I, through my WhatsApp groups and all, I came to know that one very, very well-known person, a major, he had died while fighting the insurgents on the outskirts of Srinagar. Okay, I felt bad, obviously, somewhere you are connected to all these people. Few days later, one of our client rang up that so-and-so, she's the wife of so-and-so, she wants to talk to. So I said, definitely, that's what is our primary purpose. And we found her in our office the next morning. She had come all the way from Ranchi just to speak to us. Now, so I had thought that talking would be more like, on phone, but it was physical. She wanted to talk to us. Staying in a small town like Ranchi with two daughters, the marriage was an intercaste marriage. So there was a lot of, there was no connect between them, the husband, wife, and their in-laws. And then overcoming the biases of being a widow in a small city. She was terrified. If I put it very, very bluntly, she was really terrified. Two small daughters. I think they were 4 years and 7 years at that time. No support. Her own family, only mother was left, and she was in no state to move at all from her house. She was very terrified of her life. So we did not talk about money. We did not talk about investments, nothing. She stayed in Delhi for about a month. And almost every second day we were having a meeting. I'm very lucky, my wife is there. We both are running this practice. So she felt a lot of comfort coming from there. We talked about everything else except money management. And whenever we told her anything, it was the basic, underlying theme was, "Hum hai na, don't worry, everything will be all right." And then, slowly and gradually we saw her building her life. There were long discussions. Once she went back to Ranchi, there were long discussions, mostly on non-financial topics, what she is going to do and all that. She did her, MSc, she did her PhD also over a period of time. And she also won the Chevening scholarship and went with her two small daughters to London for 1 year and came back. And then right now she's an assistant professor in the local government university. Now this is our job. This is the way we build lives. Portfolio, etc. is, like I told you, that TV clip. We also make steel, but we make lives and we enrich them. That is what I think is the role of a financial advisor.
Amazing, Kaizam. Amazing. That's the satisfaction we get when we get to see something getting rebuilt in front of our own eyes, and particularly when even the next generation benefits from what you have done for them. That is an extremely fulfilling feeling.
Absolutely.
Great sharing. Great sharing. Kavita ji, let me come to you. आपने तो एक बार मुझे बताया था that you have also been, beyond a friend. आपने तो शक्ति के साथ बात किया था कुछ एक ऐसा क्लाइंट का भी स्टोरी आपने बताया था जहाँ पे you had to be like somebody like an arbitrator, right?
Yeah.
Please, आप वो कहानी बताइएगा, please.
Yeah, Rajesh. Actually, I served as an arbitrator cum counselor in one of my clients. This client was a HDFC house watchman with 3 sons, and he wished that all his investment he did with me would be given to his younger son, who looked after him and his ex-wife. And as a result, I took the responsibility of doing that by creating a simple will for him and passing on all his investment to his youngest son through proper documentation. And after his death, we made certain that his wishes were communicated to his family members in order to avoid any misunderstanding between the brothers. That this is the apart from taking investment or money advisory.
And you would have had to be very strict, na? Ki aise hi
Yeah, in a young couple's case, I become strict for that couple.
बोलिए.
हाँ, तो एक कपल था जो यंग जो मुंबई शिफ्ट हुआ था 2 साल पहले. So they both were salaried and came with their own financial challenges. I noticed a different confusion state of inner chaos by listening to their financial fears. On the one side, they were afraid they couldn't afford a child but they also wanted to go on an international vacations frequently. They wanted to borrow money to buy a house in Mumbai, and on the other hand, they were a single child. They are responsible to their parents and in-laws. They also want to renovate their homes, buy a luxury car, and do leisure activities. In this case, I didn't give them the options. Instead, I voiced my strong opinions and compiled a list of do's and don'ts for the couple's financial well-being. We made a rule of thumb: put first 5% of saving towards security measures, next 20% of investment towards their responsibility goals for their self, parents, and in-laws, next 5 to 10% for the leisure activities which they want to do, like car vacations and all. And finally, uh, means they happily agreed to do that. I felt at that time they want someone to look after and hand holding like this in this case. Yeah.
Thank you, Kavitaji. Thank you. That is a friend who is taking the friendship to a level where sakti se pesh aana, lekin
Many times, yeah.
अच्छे बच्चे बन के ही क्लास में बैठना पड़ेगा. No, very very nice sharing. Thank you, Kavita ji. Kanal sahab, I should come back to you. आपने भी एक दो ऐसे stories बताए थे मुझे. आप भी बताइएगा. Some of those instances. Yes, please.
A case where we had to be very, very, I wouldn't say harsh, but we had to be not soft on people, right? This is a divorce case. That was it was about 5-6 years back. 6 years, I think. 6 years back. That was the first divorce case we were handling. We don't hear of many divorces in Fauji families, by the way. So we didn't know we didn't recognize that there is a divorce case on in that particular, in that case. Somehow we were managing the husband and wife both's portfolio, but it was very strange, though that strangeness did not occur to us at that time, that both were maintaining their portfolio separately and both were taking their portfolio reports on their own mail IDs right from the beginning. So, okay, that must be the way they work and all that. So that's how it was going. Suddenly one day, we got, I got a phone call from that officer. He was an army officer. He continues to be an army officer, still serving. From him saying that, can you send my wife's portfolio to me? He said, why not? We'll send it. Just about when I kept the phone down, just about 2 minutes later, his wife demanded the same thing for the husband. Can you send his portfolio to me? I don't know. I was sitting and my wife was sitting next to me at that time. So she said, what is this? There is something wrong. I said, what wrong? They want each other's portfolio, their husband, wife. So what can be wrong? So she said, no, don't give. You just ring up the wife. Husband will not tell you. You ring up the wife and ask her again, what is the matter? When I talked to her, she didn't say anything. When my wife talked to her, we realized that there is something, matters have gone bad. Now then we were absolutely strict with them. There will be no mixing, nothing. The case was simple. Both people are very nice, excellent people individually, but the husband, that is army officer, is a happy-go-lucky kind of a person, and the wife is a very, very ambitious corporate function. So that is where perhaps there was a personality clash. I was dealing with both of them. I took it off from my financial planner that you will not deal with this case anymore. I'm the one who will talk to them. Long discussions used to happen. And generally, it was not about their own portfolio, but about the portfolio of the other person. And, then they both started talking to me, how would the divisions be done? I gave the money, you gave the money, those kind of things. So that is one particular case. We told them very, very clearly, nothing doing. You will only get to know about your portfolio. Please talk to me about yourself. Rest is all, legal things. So we dealt with them very, very carefully. So this is one instance where we were absolutely strict on them unmindful of the fact that they could move away their portfolio. But I really wanted them to stay because I was gaining a lot of experience.
So, also, I mean, which also tells me that please give my regards to Binduji, but which also tells me that, you know, sometimes having the better half next to you when you have some conversations also helps.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
She deals with HR. She deals with HR in an exemplary manner. Like our HR, all those things are looked after by her. And, you know, I can never get into that kind of quagmire of HR. Yeah.
Thank you, Karan Saab. Before I bring in Kavita ji and Karan Saab again for a last, bit, I just wanted to ask one question to Connect, because we spoke about a few things now. I just wanted to relate and share something with the audience, with our friends here. Connect ji, what do you guess could be the total AUM in a way, sort of, rough guess of this room? 20,000 crores, 10,000 crores, 15,000?
On a virtual, the number of participants are more, but on and off people are coming and going. So I just cannot guess what is the AUM, but whatever, yes, it's.
But there was a reason why I was just generally wanting to get a sense of this. But even if we take even 100 crore per participant here, and I see close to 200 here, right? So we have 20,000 crores in this room. Even if we take 100 crores per participant, about 200 is what I can see on the number of participants. We spoke about youngsters. Kavita ji spoke about youngsters coming to Bombay. Unko international vacation karna hai. Colonel Saab spoke about a family where, they had a sudden demise. Will was not there. They had to do a lot of work with the client. I just wanted to bring 2 points of probably actionable points for all of us to just carry back. The sad part is that close to 25,000 crores Indian rupees, 25,000 crores of money of normal people are stuck without being used in cards of Starbucks and Walmart. ये जो हम गिफ्ट कार्ड, शॉपर स्टॉप, इसका उसका सब गिफ्ट कार्ड करते हैं ना हम लोग, जो किसी ने पैसा दिया या हम पैसे देके भरते हैं. स्टारबक्स में भी जाएंगे तो आपका वो कार्ड में आप पैसा भर सकते हैं और फिर स्टारबक्स के स्टोर में आप जाके कॉफी पी सकते हैं या खाना खा सकते हैं. लास्ट ईयर आप ये this is placed on record by one of the members of the Federal Commission in US that it is 25,000 crores in Indian rupee terms that is stuck in these cards. कोई claim नहीं कर रहा है इसको क्योंकि maybe 100 रुपया, 200 रुपया, $5, $10 भर के भूल जाते हैं. वैसे हमारे इंडिया में देखेंगे तो बैंकिंग में रिजर्व बैंक का लेटेस्ट बैलेंस शीट देखेंगे तो उसमें आपको दिखेगा ऐसे ही 25-30 हजार करोड़ ऐसे ही पड़ा है सेविंग्स बैंक अकाउंट में, करंट अकाउंट्स में, एफडीज में, जहाँ पे नॉमिनेशन नहीं है, कोई नहीं है लेने के लिए. हम सब लोग ये रूम के अंदर 200 के 200 लोग, हम लोग पिछले 10, 20, 25, 30 साल, कुछ हमारे ऐसे दोस्त हैं जिन्होंने 30-40 साल के करीब हमारे इंडस्ट्री में काम किया है. अभी हमारे मिडस्ट हम सबका इतना साल का मेहनत अगर हम जोड़ के देखेंगे, वो उतना साल का मेहनत जो हमने क्रिएट किया हमारे कस्टमर्स के लिए, उससे भी दुगना तिगना पैसा लावारिस पड़ा है. This is startling. This is sheer waste of our resources. हमारा इंडस्ट्री इसमें बहुत कुछ कर सकता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैं हमेशा सबको बोलता हूँ कि आपका नेक्स्ट जनरेशन, अगर आपको ऐसा लगा कि आप इतने साल से म्यूचुअल फंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर बन के आपने इतना चेंजेस किया है, तो आपके जो दोस्त आ रहे हैं, आपके नेक्स्ट जनरेशन आ रहे हैं या आपके भाई बहन जो भी, उनको भी अगर कुछ एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप करना है मैं बोलता हूँ कि द नेक्स्ट बिग थिंग दैट वी कैन डू, नॉट जस्ट टू डू गुड, कविता जी ने वही शुरू किया था, you do good for others and by doing that good you do good for yourself. हम लोग इधर फ्रेंड बन के ये नहीं बोल रहे हैं कि हम फ्री का सर्विस दे रहे हैं, वो कभी भी, मैं उसकी बात नहीं कर रहा हूं, मैं यहाँ पे मैं जरूरत की बात कर रहा हूँ। दो चीजें सोच के देखिए, 25,000 करोड़ कॉफी पीने के कार्ड के अंदर फंसा हुआ है दुनिया में, इंडिया में नहीं, दुनिया में। इंडिया में तो 30,000 करोड़ आरबीआई के अकाउंट में फंसा हुआ, वो आज नहीं तो कल कोई क्लेम नहीं करेगा तो इन्वेस्टर एजुकेशन के लिए आएगा, तो पब्लिक गुड के लिए आएगा, लेकिन फाइनली किसका पैसा था? मेरा रिलेटिव का होगा, आपका रिलेटिव का होगा, आपके दोस्त का होगा, किसी का तो है वो पैसा। तो क्यों ऐसा होता है? हम लोग सब करते हैं, म्यूचुअल फंड में नॉमिनेशन करो, बहुत सारे एफर्ट्स हम करते हैं, लेकिन सिर्फ म्यूचुअल फंड ही नहीं है ना, एक कस्टमर की दुनिया में सिर्फ म्यूचुअल फंड ही नहीं, इतने सारी चीजें हैं उसकी दुनिया में। तो मैं यही बोलता हूं कि अगर आप अगले 25 साल के लिए आप सोचेंगे कि आपका प्रोफेशन में आपको फ्यूचर प्रूफ करना है, मोहंती साहब ने आप सबको बोला कि आपको ऐसा कुछ करना चाहिए जहां पे आपका कॉम्पिटिटिव एडवांटेज बरकरार रहे। मोहंती साहब ने ये भी बोला कि आप ऐसा कुछ सोचो जो आप जो कर रहे हो वो कोई भी करे, लेकिन जब आप कर रहे हो तो वो लोग बोलेंगे कि ये जो कर रहे हैं ना, इनके साथ जाओ, इनका सर्विस लो। मैं वो बोल रहा हूँ कि अगले 25 साल के लिए इंडिया में ऐसा एक प्रोफेशन है तो वो है एस्टेट प्लानिंग। एस्टेट प्लानिंग के लिए लॉयर की जरूरत नहीं है, विल लिखने के लिए लॉयर की जरूरत नहीं है, आप खुद लिख सकते हो आपका विल और दूसरों का विल। इसमें कोई रेगुलेशन नहीं है कि सेबी का रजिस्टर्ड इन्वेस्टमेंट एडवाइजर होते ही आप विल लिख सकते हो, ऐसा कोई रेगुलेशन नहीं। तो फिर लॉयर कैसे लिखता है विल? यही है कि जोड़ना नहीं चाहिए, कुछ कुछ चीजें ऐसे रेगुलेशन में लिखा है कि आप ये और ये और ये जोड़ के नहीं कर सकते। तो मैं यही बोल रहा हूँ कि आप जो भी कर रहे हो विद इन द रेगुलेटरी पर्सपेक्टिव, मैं बोल रहा हूँ जो भी करेंगे रेगुलेटरी पर्सपेक्टिव के अंदर करें, लेकिन दुनिया को एग्जाम्पल देखिए, इंडिया का एग्जाम्पल देखिए। अभी शीतल जी ने बोला 82,000 करोड़ पड़ा हुआ है ऐसे ही बहुत सारे फाइनेंशियल प्रोडक्ट्स में, लावारिस। तो जितना हम लोग मेहनत कर रहे हैं उससे ज्यादा वेस्ट हो रहा है। क्यों वेस्ट हो रहा है? एंड दैट ब्रिंग्स मी टू द सेकंड पॉइंट। सेकंड पॉइंट इज कि ये जो सेकंड वेव आया था कोविड का, मैंने ये जिक्र बहुत बार किया है, लेकिन मैं आज एक और बार बोल रहा हूँ। मेरे ही फर्स्ट सर्कल में, मेरे फैमिली में इंक्लूडेड एंड मेरे ही फर्स्ट सर्कल में, मैंने तो 40 के बाद गिनना बंद कर दिया, बिकॉज वो एक गिनती जो हमको याद नहीं रखना चाहिए, वैसा एक गिनती हो गया मेरे लिए आफ्टर द सेकेंड वेव। एंड उसमें ऐसे दो चीजें हैं, इंक्लूडिंग वन इन माय फैमिली, जहां पे विल तो है ही नहीं, बिकॉज ये जितने भी केसेस है उसमें एक भी सिचुएशन में विल नहीं था। सोच के देखिए, एक भी सिचुएशन में विल नहीं था। मेरे खुद के कजिन, फर्स्ट कजिन, आप सोच रहे होंगे कृष्णमूर्ति फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स बोर्ड के हेड है इंडिया के, उनके फैमिली में सब ठीक ठाक रहेगा। मैं बोल रहा हूँ, मैं तो कितने बार बोलता हूँ लोगों कि लिखो, बोले बाद में करेंगे राजेश, बाद में क्या, जल्दी क्या है। ये सबकी सच्चाई है, सबकी सच्चाई है। इट्स नॉट अबाउट हु यू आर एंड व्हाट यू डू, ये सच्चाई सबके सामने है। तो एक विल लिखने के लिए आज एक एडवोकेट के पास जाएंगे, 5,000 रुपया मिनिमम आपको भरना पड़ेगा। आप ऑनलाइन जाओ NSDL में, आपको 5,000 रुपया भरना पड़ेगा। 40 के 40 लोग गुजर गए, उनका एक भी विल नहीं। हम पैदा होते हैं दुनिया में इंटरस्टेट, मतलब जब तक आप विल नहीं लिखते हो यू डाई इंटरस्टेट। ओनली सक्सेशन, कर्नल साहब ने बोला इंटरकास्ट मैरिज है तो सक्सेशन के अंदर बहुत सारे झमेले आ जाते। So this is built to last. This is a good thing that everybody can do. And यही चीज मैं एक और बार बोलता हूँ कि इंडिया में अब तक, और इसके लिए हम सबको एफर्ट करना पड़ेगा। अगर आपके कोई भी क्लाइंट्स हो जिनका माइनर किड्स है, जब तक वो विल के अंदर गार्डियनशिप का वो एक नोट नहीं लिखते हैं कि अगर पापा और मम्मी नहीं रहे तो मेरे बच्चे का या बच्ची का या बच्चों का गार्डियन ये रहेंगे. There is no legal guardian as per law if both mother and father die. And we have dealt with 2 cases in my first circle in the second wave. So I am saying कि हम लोग देखिए इन्वेस्टमेंट करना है, पैसा बनाना है, सेव करना है, इन्वेस्ट करना है, पावर ऑफ कंपाउंडिंग है, 8 वंडर है, ये सब करेंगे हम, करते रहेंगे. लेकिन इससे नीचे एक और फाउंडेशन है, वो फाउंडेशन में हम इंडिया में बहुत पीछे हैं. ये फाउंडेशन हमको करना है, अगले 10-15 साल के लिए फाउंडेशन करना है. और जब भी मैं कविता जी, कर्नल साहब जैसे दोस्तों के साथ बात करता हूँ, ये फाउंडेशंस वो करने की कोशिश करते हैं पहले, उसके बाद ही बाकी का बात होती है. तो मेरा यही 2 रिक्वेस्ट था आज आपके सामने कि आप फाउंडेशंस पे ध्यान दीजिए. ऐसा मत सोचिए कि राजेश इधर आके FPSP का एस्टेट प्लानिंग का कोर्स बेच रहा है, नहीं, ऐसा मत सोचिएगा. इसके लिए मैं नहीं बात कर रहा. है कोर्स तो है, लेकिन उसके लिए नहीं मैं बात कर रहा. आई एम श्योर यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाई आई एम सेइंग दिस. सो वो एक बात. और दूसरी लर्निंग जो है, जितने भी सिचुएशंस आपने अभी ये दोनों से आपने सुना है, उसमें एक कॉमन चीज है कि क्लाइंट्स का सिचुएशन, जो मेंटल सिचुएशन है, दे आर वल्नरेबल. ये कर्नल साहब ने जो सिचुएशंस बोले, कविता जी ने जो सिचुएशंस बोले, उसमें एक थ्रेड है. वो थ्रेड है कि क्लाइंट्स वल्नरेबल वाली सिचुएशन में. वल्नरेबिलिटी डजंट कम जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ लॉस ऑफ लाइफ. दैट इज वन एग्जांपल. Vulnerability also comes because जैसे कविता जी ने बोला, because of peer pressure. मेरे साथ जो काम कर रहे हैं वो 50-50 बार बाहर जाके आते हैं. हमने तो 5 ही बार हम यूरोप ट्रिप किए. उनका तो हर 2 महीने में इंस्टाग्राम में फोटो आता है कि वो आते हैं कि वो ट्रिप कर रहे हैं. तो हम लोगों को भी करना चाहिए. ये वल्नरेबिलिटी है. सोशली जो हमें दिखाना है, वो हमारे हाथ में उतना पैसा नहीं है, लेकिन हम ऐसा क्रेडिट कार्ड आज लॉन्च किया है इंडिया में, जहां पे आप जो भी खरीदो 3 महीने में ही देना है आपको. EMI का कॉन्सेप्ट ही क्रेडिट कार्ड में आ गया आज, फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. तो स्पेंडिंग के लिए आपके सामने बहुत सारे दुश्मन हैं, सेविंग के लिए बहुत सारे कम मित्र हैं. आज आपके मोबाइल फोन में आप कोई एक ऐसा ऐप डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं जहां पे आपका इमीडिएटली क्रेडिट स्कोर देके 30,000 40,000 ऐसा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, देयर इज एन ऐप कॉल्ड लेजी पे. उसका नाम ही लेजी पे. मैं उनको मतलब गलत नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, सब सर्विसेज चाहिए दुनिया के लिए, क्रेडिट चाहिए, क्रेडिट गलत बात नहीं है. लेकिन ये सोच के देखिए, जहां पे आपका क्रेडिट आपका इनकम से भी ज्यादा हो जाता है, तो क्या करेंगे आप? वल्नरेबिलिटी हो जाती है. तो मैं सिर्फ जस्ट फॉर द सेक ऑफ ऑल ऑफ यू, मैं जस्ट एक लिंक मैं आप सबके लिए मैं भेज रहा हूँ. प्लीज आप जब भी आपको मौका मिले ये लिंक भेज जाइए. वहां से एक बेस्ट प्रैक्टिस गाइड है जहां पे हमने ये दिया है कि आप वल्नरेबल क्लाइंट्स को कैसे मैनेज कर सकते हैं. दीज आर बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस टू मैनेज वल्नरेबल क्लाइंट्स. एंड यही था कि एज अ फ्रेंड, जो दोनों मित्रों से आपने जो सुना, एज अ फ्रेंड आप तभी, आपका सबसे ज्यादा कंट्रीब्यूशन तभी होता है उनके लाइफ में जब वो एक वल्नरेबल स्टेट में होता है, क्योंकि वो खुद वो स्टेट में अपना डिसीजंस नहीं ले पाते हैं. सो दिस इज व्हाट आई वांटेड टू शेयर. I would just connect, if we have 2 minutes, I would like to just pass it back to Colonel Saab and Kavita ji and take their last few things. From my side, I am very, very thankful for the time that you have given all the 3 of us. Very, very grateful to all of you, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Rajesh ji. You said extremely valuable things, and this will thing is very, very important. Estate planning is very important. Like I'll tell you one small thing. I have we manage a Telegram group, which is open only to armed forces officers. As on today, we have about 3,300 Fauji families on that. Now, I keep posting a very good will format on it very regularly. And then few days later, I do a poll on how many have written their will. I'm not talking about registering all that. I'm not talking about big things which take time and effort. Typically, the number of people, if they are saying it truthfully, the number of people who actually got their will in spite of me giving that will format regularly ranges between 3 to 4%. That will format is absolutely ready. ABC has to be changed to the name, that's all. But no, it is, we all feel that others die. I am immortal. I will not die. That is a feeling that we all have. And that is what, comes to the fore each and every. Yeah.
Thank you, Kanasa.
Yeah.
Kavita ji,
Yeah.
we start
Yeah.
and end with the lady. See?
Yeah.
You are very chivalrous.
लास्ट में मैं इतना ही शेयर करना चाहूंगी, राजेश जी ने जो अभी बात किया वो बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. कोई भी जनरेशन हो, यंग जनरेशन है, मिडिल एज है या रिटायरीज है, सभी को एक ट्रस्टेड लाइक एडवाइजर, लाइक फ्रेंड, गाइड अभी के सिचुएशन में बहुत जरूरी है, क्योंकि कल्चरल सोशल चीजें भी बहुत चेंज हो गई है. फाइनेंशियल अवेयरनेस भी अपने एजुकेशन सिस्टम में बहुत कम है और एस्पायरेशन भी ज्यादा है, कॉम्प्लिकेशन भी बढ़ गए हैं. तो आई वांट टू एंड विद दिस ओनली. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर गिविंग मी द अपॉर्चुनिटी टू स्पीक. थैंक यू.
Thank you, Kanak. Kanak, over to you. There is one question that came up saying how many of us, how many MFDs in this room have made a will? Maybe a poll that you can flash and you will immediately get the answer. And we will know, as a community, are we prepared? Anna?
Sure. But the results will be obvious, Rajesh. Thank you so much, Sanjeev ji, Kavita ji, and Rajesh ji, for your presence, for such a valuable sharing, and we really thank you from the core of our heart. And also thanking you for being a knowledge partner, FPSD board, and on behalf of Financial Freedom Fraternity, we thank. And Economic Times, we thank Kavita ji for sharing the beautiful stories which she had. Thank you so much, Kavita ji. Thank you so much, Rajesh. And finally, very good friend, Sanjeev ji. So it's really, really nice sharing. And I am sure, even though we exceeded the time, but it was like flying. And we all are, see, the number of people which were there before the session and what we have right now, if all of them are still there, I think there is nothing. That's the beauty of the session. That's the beauty of the content, what you all have shared. So thank you very much for the presence and the time and everything. So friends, with this, we end this beautiful discussion on Friend in Need is a Friend Indeed. And after this, this is the first time we will be starting sharing, and we have created something which is called Kaun Banega Client Pati, who will become a client pati, based on Kaun Banega Crorepati styles, wherein your clients will be answering. Clients will tell you, are you really a client pati? So we will have this show. This is a game. This is the first time. It's like a debut. And 10 of our coaches from all across India will be playing this. This was like fastest finger first. We just added this in the group, and the 10 people who just responded first are there. It's not that this is the only 10. Next month, we will have it another 10. But this is the way we want to get the feedback of the clients, what they think about MFDs. And this is going to become viral for sure. Okay, so that's what the whole idea is. Look forward to see you all at 2:30, all of you, and thank you, Rajesh, once again for whatever sharings and whatever you have done. Thank you so much.